Now joining me in the studio at this time is News Central's Uzona Onoye, of course, to give us an expert's view on this particular breaking, will I call it, news right now. Uzona, great to have you join me.
Same here.
All right, so let's get straight to it. I mean, this is really big. Quite a number of Nigerians never really saw this coming, particularly, I want to believe, those in Kano State. What should we expect as the fallout of this particular development?
Well, first of all, this is politics, and in politics, anything can happen at any time, particularly when a contest is still on the table for the presidency of Nigeria. Remember that the NNPP is one of the parties that petitioned against the election of President Bola Tinubu, and the election petition tribunal has scheduled to deliver judgment in few weeks coming. And so this playing out now may not be too surprising to some people who understand that, in Nigeria's politics, when a party is big, they will want to dominate. Remember that Labour Party is also having its own internal crisis. Every day you hear, you open the pages of newspaper, it is one controversy or the other in the Labour Party, one of the top three opposition parties in Nigeria. The only party that seems to be spared right now from deep issues within is the PDP. But if you are critical enough, you will understand also that PDP is not having it easy. Remember that the current Minister of Federal Capital Territory, the former governor of Rivers State, is a strong, I use the word carefully, is a strong and top member of the PDP. He has not resigned from the party, though people believe that for him to have accepted the appointment of President Bola Tinubu, who was elected on the platform of the APC, it may seem that he has left the party, but he has not officially left. And so PDP is battling its own internal crisis. Labour Party has its own, and now it's the turn of the NNPP. But this is quite ridiculous, because if someone else was suspended and not the presidential candidate, the national leader of the party, and to a large extent the man on whose back NNPP had, walked through the length and breadth of this country during the campaign, during the general election campaigns and all of that, NNPP was nothing or is nothing without Musa Kwankwaso. And
well, let's consider the reason. I mean, given they said anti-party activities. If we are to cast our mind back, we know that there have been, both confirmed and unconfirmed report that he visited the new president. I mean, we've been seeing him, have a cordial, some sort of cordial relation with the new administration. Wouldn't you also want to say that probably to some extent, that also could have, sort of created a crack, in the wall that resulted, in the build-up of this particular suspension?
Who defines anti-party? Who defines what anti-party activity really means? That a group of people within a party who feels that maybe they have been sidelined or for some time, wake up and then decide that this is anti-party. That I contested an election with someone and the person defeated me, and I am contesting that election, does not turn the person to my enemy. And so, for those who do not know, Musa Kwankwaso and Bola Tinubu had a long history of political relationship. Yes, they had not really worked on the platform of the same party for a long time, apart from the short time that Kwankwaso was in APC. Kwankwaso had always been in PDP, and Bola Tinubu began his political career in this dispensation with the AD, AC, ACN, and then APC. So they've not really been together, but they share some values, they share some similarities. They were in the Senate almost at the same. So my worry that I want to play out, what I want us to understand is that anti-party activity is open for anybody to define it the way they want it to be. But what is playing out right now, do not rule out the possibility of infiltration from the biggest party in the country today. Specifically the APC. Do not rule it out.
All right.
Infiltration, we see it playing out in Labour Party. It is also it is also possible that that is what is happening in NNPP. However, we will see where all of this will end in coming days, to see how some tenants will wake up to give or to serve eviction notice to the landlord.
All right, Susanna, thank you so much for, of course, shedding light on this particular issue. Thank you once again.
My pleasure.